Segment from the Silver's Media, one of the authorities of True Media. Also, we do work in conjunction with Alex Jones and also Larry Pratt and more and other people that help our broadcast, and also we help with them as well to get them out on the air. Like I said, there's so many we can name who we are adding to the list. So keep watching on Facebook or other feeds where we are. Because if they start blocking us again on Facebook, just go to Google Plus. That way you'll be able to see us. Secondly, I want to say, listen, this Ebola thing. A Ebola thing is really a false flag, but it's also real because it really is killing people. People are getting infected with Ebola virus. Let's explain to you what the symptoms of Ebola. Well, like the doctors say, according to the CDC, that a lot of the symptoms are similar to the flu. So you can have the flu, and that's all it could be, but then at the same time you can have Ebola, and it could be something, more deadly than what they're telling you. See? So it's important to understand and to note that Ebola is a more serious thing. A matter of fact, the CDC of this, Conservative Disease Control, has already deemed it as an epidemic worse than the spreading of AIDS. And already the guy in Texas has died from Ebola virus. There was a lady that stayed with him in his apartment for about a week before he was treated for Ebola in his area. When he went to the doctor, he was just given just a regular cold vaccine just to treat like if it were a virus. He wasn't given something to treat Ebola because they did check him and they did look at him, but apparently they didn't look at him well enough. Because like a lot of things, just like tuberculosis, when people come down with tuberculosis in other countries, instead of just saying what it really truly is, they would say, oh, it was paralysis. That's why all these people died. No, that's the result of it. But what killed them was tuberculosis. See? That's what we got to understand. The government's not being true in all countries, not just ours. Free speech I want to touch on. Free speech is a powerful and most innovating force in our country. It's what makes our country remain free and remain independent and to be diverse. When you have people trying to attack every whimlow of your speech, like saying, don't call women bossy, that was cited from Mrs. Obama because she's God of what people say, and then saying, well, don't, wear certain costumes because it might offend other people. Well, the whole reason why we have Halloween when we wear costumes is for the Halloween. It's not to offend people. I mean, what is going on? Are these people smoking some major grass? And then Al Gore, he invented the planet, according to him. He invented the internet. But when I go to look up the patent on the internet, there really isn't a true patent on there. There's one guy that founded the internet, but there's a lot of people, even I had something to do with that, helping improve it over the years. But there's a lot of people that had something to do with the internet as a whole. It was created under the Ringland leadership of DARPA and done out of a lot of universities like Purdue, and like MIT, and other colleges and our universities in San Diego, the University of San Diego in California. So, a lot of things that we see in our internet today is a large due part because of DARPA and our government, and also because of individuals like you and I who have made the internet to what it is today. With a little bit of developing, a little bit of rewriting scripts, things like that to make it more secure. It wasn't all government that did this. A lot of stuff that was created was by regular people, and then the government sort of took it over, and that's what really has happened with the internet as it was adopted later on. The military truly came out with intranet. Intranet was an internal protocol that was only used to communicate with terminals that were connected to the regular World Wide Web. Intranet is only it's a network that's only internal. But all networks, including internet, also has a portal to connect to the regular web to receive updates, service packs, and so forth. But when someone says, like Al Gore says, he created the internet and says he created the planet and created climate and global warming, he might as well say he was in the world wars too. I mean, this is crazy stuff going on. I mean, these people are smoking some major stuff. We got to be really, I just laugh it off because that's something to laugh at because he didn't create anything and he wasn't behind anything. I wish he probably wishes he was, but the only thing he created was his big gut. He's getting fatter and fatter every time you see him. You notice that? Well, he is, and that's freedom of speech, He is getting fat. He's fat, not in education, but fat in gut. And yeah, he is. That's the thing he's inventing is his belly. But the thing is, and he's full of a lot of doo-doo. He didn't create nothing. But anyway, he knows how to run his mouth a lot. I'll give him credit on that. But anyway, I like to tell you this. It's really funny how, I'm glad that Facebook is not blocking us. They were for a while. So I guess some people up high made him remove the block on our post because somebody, or a lot of bodies probably raised some cane about it, which I appreciate you all on Facebook, friends of mine who know what I do. I appreciate that because that was really affecting our business. And, they weren't blocking the church content, but they blocked our news content. And, I've seen a lot of other people reporting the same content, with their own flavor, but they were blocking us because of some of the things we were saying, and I think that's totally wrong. Freedom of speech is free. It's what makes this nation so great and so vibrant as a nation. We must remain and remember to keep it free, because with freedom of speech comes revenue, prosperity, freedom of ideas, enterprise. Now, I know the globalists, they don't want you to have that. That's why they want to raise taxes, want to impose carbon taxes, and want to take away your free will and keep you in a state of a four-letter word known as FEAR, fear. Fear is the demotivator of everything. They want to scare you to death with this bola virus. It is something to be serious about, but it's not as bad as a threat as they're making it sound. If you wash your hands, if you use wash your hands, get vitamin C, and wash your hands when you touch doorknobs and things, the less case of you getting bola virus is a lot less. Motrin actually is what cures bola. You can take Motrin and that will relieve, it won't cure it, it will relieve the symptoms of it. And then you can take vitamin C and other things to help cure it. Because if you can catch it early enough, because there's an incubation period, that's the one thing I wanted to say earlier, of 21 days before a subject, meaning a person, shows symptoms of it. Okay? Last thing I would like to touch on is this. I've been in business since 2000. Now, I didn't go public till 2012. And so we've been actually online for 2 years. Now, I'm certified. Somebody has gone around and said that I don't know what I'm doing. I know Stuart Garrett has done that a lot, has called people and businesses and said that a lot, because I heard him on the phone talking to businesses when I used to live with my mom. And that may be why I'm not getting no business, because his mouth is rocking and rattling, because he likes to stir up stuff and rumors and tell lies and spread dissension and all. And I don't know what he's getting out of this, but I don't have no mercy on him at all. I know I pray for mercy from God on him, but the thing is, he had no right to do that, but now I'm not getting any business. I don't know if Sean is behind this, because when I had that job over there at the chiropractor, Sean was up there when I was back there getting my treatment from the doctor, and she knew I talked to the head person. I talked to the owner, Dr. DeBarris. He said, we'll give you a call. We'll talk about you doing our job. And then I didn't get no call. She was up there the same day. When I went up there the next week, she was up there talking to him before they would call me. And she was telling him about Mark, and I heard her. And when I confronted her about it, she denied it at first. She said, well, you don't know what it's like. I got all these kids and it's so hard and I can't afford to get my computer worked on. I cannot afford it at all. And, and at first she was saying, you don't know what I'm talking about. I said, I heard it because I quoted what she said. Because I heard it because I was in the back and I could hear her down the hallway because her voice carries. And she was telling them that I am not experienced and don't know as much as Mark does, and says I charge too much, and she's not even a computer person to be able to make that assertion. It'd be just like me saying what Charlie charges for his print jobs, which I know what he charges, but I would never go around calling businesses and saying that he's not experienced or saying that he charges too much, even if I thought his prices were too high, which they're not. But, my prices aren't high either. But even if I thought that, I wouldn't do that, because that's just not something you do to family and friends. Like, I thought I was a family member. I thought I was a friend. But what they did to me right there was terrible, because it's taken away my business, combined with Stewart. And, that's why I don't know how far this is going to go, because when I wasn't invited to the wedding at Stewart, it seems like the old Stewart is back, because he's calling definitely the shots and not letting my mother make her own decisions. He's kind of controlling all that, and she's just going along with it, when yet she should stand up and say, no, I want my son to be there. When they had their rededication, they invited, their friend Deb and Jim. And, I noticed on Facebook, which maybe it's nothing or not, but it noticed that it looks like she's trying to look a lot more sort of like my mother and similar in hairstyle. So I don't know what that's all about. Maybe it's nothing, but if you look at her hairstyle, it looks similar to my mother's in some photos. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's nothing. But anyway, I just wonder about, my business has been gone, because I have a computer business, and everybody I talk to, even friends I know, even, everybody is getting tons of business, and I should be getting business too. I'm on the internet. I'm live. I'm on the web page. I'm on Google Plus at DeSilva's Media, and on Google Plus, and you can check out all the things that we do there, and on Facebook and on LinkedIn. And it'll tell you exactly what we do and what we can do for you, our hours of operation. And if you need more information about what we do, and even on Facebook too, at DeSilva's Media on Facebook, just type it in and it will come up, and it will tell you a lot of things. So we got a sale going on. Like I said, basic residential is $65, and ultimate residential is $75, and elite will be $95 for residential. For business or corporate, it will be $75. Normally it's $95 for basic. Ultimate will be $85, and then elite for corporate or business will be $125. So normally that's $150. So you're getting a break there, and that only applies. This deal only applies to our walk-in clients only, not contract clients. All right. So just hurry, because the sale's going on till the end of the year. Hope we can help you with your computers, your small phones, your electronics, and that's another way how you help DeSilva's Media, so we can raise the money we need. It helps us to be able to do that. And also it helps New Hunter Church of Christ too. That's part of what you're helping too. And please, if you could send a donation in, please send it in, comment down below, subscribe, tell your friends about us, and please help us out whenever you can. This is Michael DeSilva, and I will see you later. Have a good night, and God bless. Bye for now.